Okay,
What
well,
it?
my name my name is Francisco, and welcome to another episode of Dig Deeper. Today I'm here with Alican. He is a DJ and producer from Turkey. Welcome, Alican, and thank you for your time for the interview.
Hello, thanks for having me, Francisco.
You're welcome. Happy to be talking to you. First, I want to ask you, from what part of Turkey are you? And can you tell us your full name?
I'm from Istanbul, and my name is actually everybody gets it wrong, but it's Alican.
Oh, so I,
Yes,
I so
yes, it's
I
pronounced that
pronounce
Alican. Yeah.
I I pronounce your name wrong all the time.
Yeah, no problem.
So it's
No problem.
Ali San?
Can, yeah, Alican.
Ali
Yes,
Jan.
yes.
Oh, okay. Well, well, that's a really nice thing to know because yeah, sometimes we don't when we're in different countries we don't.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. All the pronunciation is different and everything, so it's
Oh,
good.
okay. Well, Ali. I'm sorry again. Ali Jan. Ali.
Think of it like a J,
Oh,
J,
Ali
not
Jan.
C, but J.
Oh, so without the C, Ali Jan.
Yes.
Oh, okay, Ali Jan. Okay, okay. All right, I'm going to have that on my head. Ali
It's
Jan,
easy
Ali
like this.
Jan.
Yes.
Okay, thank you. And so you were born in Istanbul?
Yes, I'm from Istanbul, born
Okay,
here, and lived here all my life.
okay. So, and well, in this case, when did you actually first got interest in music? Like an early age or?
Yes, actually, it was like a super early age because I was always a computer freak, and I
Mhm.
think the first time was, I don't know, maybe like 13, 12, 13, something like that. I was just, uh, you know, using the computer, checking out all the softwares, programs, games, of course.
Oh.
But then I stumbled upon a computer software, a music software called Tracker. It was called Fast Tracker actually. So without knowing anything,
Mm-hmm.
I just started, clicking on anything I see and making sounds, but I didn't know what is the purpose of this. So I was like, interesting program. That's how I started, my first things with producing, and then I started recording like recording stuff through a Walkman to the microphone,
Mm-hmm.
recording samples and trying to make my own beats just for fun.
Mm-hmm.
So this was pretty much one of the most fun things I did. But then after I'm 18, I started going to the clubs. I, met many friends. I just got introduced to house music, techno music, all these kinds of music. So that's how I was like, okay, maybe I should try doing my own music.
Oh,
And
okay.
that's how it started.
I'm sorry, I was drinking a little bit of water.
Yeah.
Oh, salud. We say that a lot here in Mexico, like
Yeah.
salud. Cheers. Wow. That's really nice that you're actually well, yeah, I remember that on the gig, yeah, you told me that you're a computer nerd, but I
Yeah.
didn't know that you were like into video games as well. So, wow.
Yeah, yeah, a lot,
I am
a lot.
I
In the day, but sadly, not now.
well, I'm actually a gamer. I mean, from
Yeah,
since birth, I think, because yeah, my
really.
dad was like was into video games when it first started. He actually brought me the Atari, the first Atari.
Mhm.
So
Nice.
yeah, that's when he introduced me to video games. I was like
Very
5
nice.
or 3 or yeah, but well, that's really nice to hear. That is really nice to hear that you're a computer nerd.
Yeah, I'm also a computer engineer, but never did my job. So I got a major in
Oh.
computer engineering. Never did it.
Well, I'm actually kind of relate to that because yeah, I studied computer engineering, but I just changed the well, the career, and then now I'm in social communications. So.
Cool.
Okay, well, that's very interesting, Alican. Alician, no, Alijan,
Yes.
Alijan. Sorry. Okay. Yeah, I pronounced that correctly now. So, Alican, how was the scene there when you actually? How do you actually see that the scene when you were actually on? What you said that you were on the when you were 18?
Yes, yes. I started going out to clubs when I was 18, and the scene was actually like blowing, and like we had many good clubs, many cool events. Like every weekend you can find many interesting parties to attend. So I did my best to experience them all, tried to, and yeah, it was very nice actually when I first started going out to clubs.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
It was
definitely.
very nice. It was very nice.
And what was the year? Do you remember the year?
It's 2000.
2000?
Yes, I was born in 82, so when I was 18 years old, it's 2000.
Okay, 2000. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I was a really little boy at the time, but but yeah, I can I agree to that because yeah, I've heard a lot of records from that time, and yeah, they were really different from
Yeah.
today. So
Yeah, the music was different. Yes, yes.
yeah,
It's
really.
always changing, but I really like it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, actually, I agree. I agree. Also, the new music that is actually now. Well, I have my differences. Like sometimes some songs I don't like, but some sounds. But yeah, mostly I think the new sounds are really interesting. Also, actually, your sounds are actually kind of interesting. So so yes, that's why I got into your music. But so. Well, I have another question, Alishan. I think I pronounced that correctly now.
Yeah.
I'm curious, now that we're talking about music, what is your favorite song, or do you have like a favorite artist or band?
Like electronic music, are we talking about, or
No, well, I'm talking about like in general, like music in general.
I mean, I have lots actually, but if we're talking about our own bubble, electronic music, I really like DJ Kotze.
DJ Kotze? Oh, yeah, DJ Kotze.
He's my favorite. Yeah, super good. I really like his albums, and I still listen to the albums today.
From the old albums?
Yeah, all of them are super nice.
Pampa Records is his label, right?
Yes, Pampa. Yes.
Yeah, I really love that label. Yeah.
Yeah, I really like also Manuel Etaf, Roman Flügel, obviously and I don't know, many.
John Digweed.
Yeah, Digweed, yes, of course. They were like Sasha and Digweed were the kings when I started this going out to the clubs and listening to music. So I grew up listening to their CDs, their music, their recorded sets, radio shows, everything.
the Renaissance CDs.
Yeah, Renaissance and the Northern Exposures. What else? I don't know. Many. They
the Bedrock compilations.
Of course.
Well, I really hope that someday you can sign on Bedrock.
Actually, I did a remix for John.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, I think. Yes, it's going to be, I don't know when, but it's going to be out soon. So I'm really happy for this.
Yes, Captain Mustache is actually asking to John that he wants to have like an EP with like a Blue Cobalt trilogy EP with remixes, and
Mm.
yeah, he wants to do that. Hopefully, we can hear that Alican remix soon.
Yes.
Okay, well, thank you, Alican. Alican, yes, I need to have that repeated on my head. So
Alican. If you like Alican better, it's fine.
no, I
Don't worry.
prefer to say it as, like, correctly, like Alican. Alican. Yes, actually, that sounds better. Alican.
Cool.
Okay. Yes, actually, I love the music. And Alican, and when did you actually start DJing and producing?
Actually, producing started for me first. Like I told you the story. I started going out to clubs, and I said, I should maybe try doing this music. Then I had my best friend who was a classically trained piano player. So we started doing music together. Actually, I think it was the year of 2002 or 3, something like that. And then 2004 was the year for our first release, and actually it was a remix. I'm not sure it was a remix or an original, but yeah, it was 2004. Back then we were called Alican and Soner. His name was Soner. And yeah, we did remixes, originals, and releases starting from 2004. Then yeah.
On vinyl?
Yeah.
Yeah, because, well, that was the only format at that time, right? There was no.
Yes, it was the only format, and the digital music was just starting. I think it started 2005-6. I'm not sure, but something like this. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, actually, yeah. Well, like I first said, yeah, it was a really good times. Were different times, and well, I think the sounds were quite different, and, well, you know that vinyls sounds are actually really different from CDs, and the quality is different. So
Yeah.
but yeah, and
Yeah, it's good parts and bad parts, of course.
yes, of course, yeah, we have different things, yeah. Well, from the from the vinyl to the digital, yes.
Yeah.
And Alican, how do you actually get inspiration? And what is your yeah, when you're producing, what is your inspiration, and how do you actually go into producing? Yeah.
Actually, of course it depends, but most of the time I really like to go to the studio and to just basically work without having any idea. So I just start and have some machines around me or the plugins on the computer. I just start jamming, trying to find some sounds that I like, and then I just make things happen. I don't know. I think I can easily say this. The music just makes itself. I'm just just pushing some buttons and jamming. So I work quite fast, actually. So in a good day, in 3-4 hours, I make a track, and yeah, it's like a journey to the unknown.
To the unknown, yes. Well, that's actually really, that's interesting to, yeah, the thing that you
Sometimes
said.
the result is very good, sometimes the result is shit, so I delete that hit part and I go out. That's it.
Yeah, well,
no secret actually.
yeah, you have to show us your secrets. Don't say it.
I don't know. I wish I could be this mysterious producer who can secretly make crazy stuff, but no.
Well, actually, I remember what you said on the beginning of the interview, when you said that when you actually said that you were a computer nerd, and you were like investigating with the sounds. How do you sound? How this sound? Well, how may it sound? So I think that you still have that like that experimental line
Yes,
on your productions.
yes. Still, I use a lot of effects on basic sounds and try to create and I don't know, like uh, change the sounds.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I work. I use mostly basic sounds and try to make them interesting to my ear, and that's how I work. And I really like the bass and the groove, of course.
Mm-hmm.
So most of my tracks start from a beat or a groove.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, that's how I work.
So you define your music as experimental?
No. Experimental. If we say, I mean, in my own world, it's experimental, but there are many cool experimental artists that are beyond my level,
Mm-hmm.
way above my level. So I cannot
Well,
say it's experimental, but yeah, it's.
well, I think that you have your unique sound, your unique like signature. You know,
Mhm.
I think. So, and what instruments do you use? What type of well, if you have the chance that you if you can show us some of your instruments that you use.
I'm not in the studio now, but yeah, I told you I'm gonna go to the studio, but I couldn't today. Yeah, I have. It depends actually. We have a good studio. I share the studio with Murat, and we have some good amount of hardware, synthesizers, and everything, effect units. But these days, I like to work in the box from the laptop or just from the computer in the studio, just throwing sounds, samples, tweaking them, changing them. That's how I work actually, and I do basic stuff, nothing super crazy. I really like effects like delays, distortions, saturators, reverbs, stuff like this. So that's what what defines my sound actually. I think using a lot of effects and try to make different sounds.
Okay. Yes, because I remember that I told you on a message that I that one of your tracks called Rice. What it was Rice or what was the? Yeah, it was on some over histories.
Some over the stories, yes. Frankie and Sandrino.
I was listening to a song, an old song. I remember it was the song. I really dance. Well, it was one of the first.
Yeah, it's a classic song you sent me. I don't remember the name, but yeah.
Funky Town.
Funky Town, yes. But the bass line is very classic one. So, I mean, it has been used many times. But Funky Town is obviously more complex on the bass line. But mine is just one note, 2 octaves. That's it on the Rise track. Yeah, but I didn't think of Funky Town when doing it. I mean, I would have told you if I thought about it, but no, it's
no
it
secrets.
yeah, it's just something I like, just pressed one note and like, oh, okay, maybe I do this bass down to woo, do woo, do woo, like this, and
yeah, but it sounds really nice and really, how can I say it, like fun. I mean, it was that track is one of my favorites from you actually, from the recent releases. Rice. Actually, John played that as well on one of his gigs.
Yeah.
In Argentina. But yes, I love that when you said that and then and that typical sound after that, it was like like, yeah. When I cannot define that, but that sound was really amazing. I really love that.
Thank you. It's like I said, it's like it was like a jamming, a journey that I started without having any idea. I just like these sounds, and then think of like while doing it, what if I put a sound like this, a sample like this, that, tried, and everything, for my luck, come really, it really fit,
Really
and
fits,
the
yes.
track formed in a really short time. So it's funny. Sometimes, I make tracks and I forget about them. Maybe I'm not super impressed. Then I forget about tracks, and then some months later, I listen to this track, and it's like, what is this?
What
When
is
did
this?
I
Is
do?
this mine?
I don't remember. Yes, it happened.
Yes, yes, it happens.
Yeah.
And how do you actually tell that your music has evolved from before until today?
Mm, of course, when you're just, back in the day, first I was a student. Then I was working at a radio station, always busy, busy, busy. So I wasn't really doing a lot of producing for myself. So that's that was the time when I was just producing, I don't know, 3, 4, 5 tracks a year. But then when I said, okay, I want to quit everything and just work on myself, on my own project, I started doing a lot of music. So with a lot of practice, with a lot of time you spend on your craft, you get better and better. You don't just back in the day, someone could spend like an hour just listening to a kick, just to make the tune a kick or a snare, But after some time, you get used to it. You got your own sounds. You know what you want as a sound, so your ears are more trained, and then you can just put these sounds super quickly, and you become faster in your training. And my sound, how it's evolved, I don't know. I feel like I'm doing what I like to play these days. So it's between. It's always has this housey kind of
Right.
how do I vibe. But of course, sometimes it's a bit of more melodic. Sometimes it's more deep.
Funky.
Sometimes it's complex. Sometimes it's very basic. That's what I'm trying to achieve, actually. Do more basic stuff, so a listener could get it at the first listen.
Okay. Well, thank you, Alican, for sharing that out. Also, it's really interesting to have those things shared to us. And well, talking about the gigs, Alican, how do you actually define the music scene when you actually started DJing from before and then from today? How do you actually define the music? The music scene.
Yeah, the scene was, of course, was always big, but with the social media, it wasn't big as of today. And there was no videos, not even photos. So it was kind of different. It was just the people who were in the club, who were experiencing the music from the DJ. They were just there and experiencing it. But nowadays it's like phones everywhere, videos, 30-second videos from the gigs, and I feel like people started just judging the parties or the DJs from the videos. It's cool. I have no problems with it, but it's totally different. The reality is totally different, Sometimes you can see a DJ playing an amazing track for 30-second video, and the rest of the set could be amazing or shit. You'll never know. You have to be there. Still, this didn't change. You have to be there and experience it yourself, and be the judge of your own liking.
Yes. Well, I think that we all have different opinions on music and everything, but I think, yeah, I agree to that with the social media and yeah, well, that phenomenon with the videos with yeah, I think that well, I don't know if you can agree with that, but I think that the music it comes last. I think it is becoming
These
the thing
days,
that
yes.
comes last. So yes, it's kind of sad because yeah, it doesn't have like that appreciation to the artist and to the DJs.
Hmm. Hmm.
They
Yeah, I
all.
mean, it has its positive sides and negative sides, of course. But with the social media, I can say what happened to me, like for the COVID time, when the clubs were closed, no parties around. So Murat and I decided to do streams, which was like I wasn't very uh, keen of doing it, but I said, yeah, why not? Instead of sitting at home doing nothing, we can play music.
Mhm.
So we did streams like every week, I think, for fair amount of time. And you cannot believe how many people we have reached with our music. So this also shows the power of the social media
Mhm.
and the internet. So I mean, what if we didn't have the internet at this time and we were all sitting at home and
Mhm.
nobody would have discovered the music?
Yes.
Even if it's just one person,
Mhm.
it's a good thing for me. But it was more than one person, of course.
Yes. 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 Yeah. Like you said, it has its positive things and well negative as well. But yeah, I think that the positive thing is that you can reach a larger audience. So
Mm,
so yes, because well the technology is advancing. We're like
yes.
getting into the digital era, you know.
Yeah.
So yeah, I totally agree. So Alijan, before I continue, I want to actually congratulate you on your 5 years of your label. It's
Thank you.
actually about
Thank
five
you.
years. How do you actually come up with the name of your label? And
It doesn't have actually. It looks like it has a story, but actually, it doesn't have. It was just while when we decided to do a label, I was just coming up with names, a big list. So I was just deleting some, adding some, and then isolate looked nice.
mm-hmm.
It was
Yeah.
before pandemic, of course.
Oh yeah. So now you have the origin of the label. Isolate is like when you get isolated. So
Yeah.
yeah.
So
So yeah.
it's how we choose the name. I don't know. It doesn't have a story. Sadly.
But
I wish I can come up with a very fancy story, but no.
oh no, no, it doesn't have to be like that. But yeah, it's actually interesting that well, you just told us isolate when you get isolated on COVID. Actually, another interesting thing that I just when I was talking to Captain Mustache, he told me that the name of his track Blue Cobalt is actually from the pandemic because yeah, it was
Mm,
blue. You know, blue is like really like a sad,
mm,
vibe feeling. So yeah, they were. He told me that Blue Cobalt was because of that, because of the times,
yeah.
the difficult times that you were actually were passing as human beings. So yes, actually, I think Alijan, I think because well, I know that you don't think that was like a fancy or, but it's really interesting. I mean, isolate, it's a really nice name, I think. So
Thank you.
thank you, Alijan. Thank you. And now, returning to the EP, how do you actually choose each remixer for your Isolate 5 years, your latest EP?
The idea was, when we realized it's gonna be our 5 year, 5 years, we said maybe we should start a project. And with Isolate, we didn't release any remixes, just one with Dodi back in the day. So we said, okay, let's try to make something different. We can have the artists we really like, friends, we really like. We can invite them, and we can get them to choose what track they want to remix. And we did our best to provide the stems, because sometimes, the stems or the recordings of the original tracks could be lost, but to our luck, nothing were lost, and it was all there. So and also we, of course, we did some recommendations, like some tracks with vocals. It was easier to remix, and some of the most selling tracks from the label history should be remixed. So that's how we choose the tracks to be remixed.
Actually, my favorite from that EP is I think one of your star tracks. I think until today, the Stronger track.
Stronger.
So yeah, from Ed1 actually.
Yes. Actually, I just asked Edu what track you would like to remix, and he said, "Can I remix your Stronger track?" I said, "Yeah, of course, it will be a pleasure. It was an honor," and he did a great job. I'm super happy. Thank you, Edu.
Yes, actually, I talked to him a bit recently after your gig. Actually, I just told him when I was like really tired, and he told me, "No, you're a mess." He told me I was a mess because I was having a class. So he told me, "Oh no, you're a mess. You're a total mess." But yeah, it was worth it. I mean, I loved the gig, and I was, well,
Thank you.
I get to meet you, and but
Thank you. It was
yeah,
really nice to meet you as well, and meet everyone in the scene there in Mexico City.
thank you, Alican. Yeah, he actually Edu told me that you're a really nice guy, because he told me Alican is a really nice guy. Yeah, he told me that. Yeah, I hope he hears this.
Yeah, listen to this, Edu.
Well, talking about Mexico, you recently just played for the first time. I do believe. So, how do you actually feel, and what crowd did you like the most?
I absolutely loved it, to be honest. I went to Mexico City with Futuro, and I couldn't remember the name. Sorry about this. The venue.
Okay.
What was
Foro
it?
La Paz.
La Paz.
Foro La Paz.
And then on Saturday, I went to Guadalajara for Baramiricas. It was super nice. Also, I really liked it as well because it was a long set. I played 6 hours till 7 a.m. and it was really nice. I really enjoyed it. And on Sunday, I went to Aguascalientes for this Lazy Sunday party. It was really big, good production, super nice people, and I really loved it.
Thank you so much.
The whole weekend was super nice, so I couldn't just say a favorite, but because I played longer, I could say maybe Saturday was I had more fun because I played more.
Yes, yeah, it was kind of short. I think you went kind of short on Foro La Paz, 2 hours and a half. It was really.
Yeah. 2 hours and a half is like okay, you just getting used to the vibe, and okay, you just start. It feels like this,
Yes.
It's like you're you're preparing a food for tonight, but you got the ingredients, and just gonna cook them.
Yes.
2 hours, 2.5 is like this, but
Yeah.
6 hours you can cook the meal, serve the meal.
But you cannot eat it. You cannot eat
Yes.
it.
Yes.
Yes. Well. But you love the food, the people. Did you
Amazing. Can't wait to be there. I hope soon. Again.
Yes, please.
Yes.
Please. And Alican, what is your vision of music for the future? yeah, for your label or for your music?
For the music, I don't know. It changes like every day actually, because it's the mood of people. Uh, but I'm sure it's gonna be more housey. That's
Mm-hmm.
what I can say. But yeah, Isolate is going really good. We have signed many good artists and planning very good music for the future. So I'm excited to share
Yes,
all of
yes.
this music.
Alican, thank you so much for returning. um, so there's a last question. Actually, I think it's one of the outros of the interview. Um,
Mm.
thank you so much for your time and the opportunity for meeting you on the gig.
Thank
Um,
you for having me, and it was really nice to meet you as well.
thank you so much, Alican. My pleasure as well. Um, I have final two more questions.
Yeah.
What is the type of dish that you actually like the most here in Mexico?
The dish.
Yes.
I mean, I didn't try a lot, but of course, the things I had taco, quesadilla, and what else? I had, and in Aguas Calientes, we went to a market for birria. What was it called? Birria?
Yes, birria. Yes.
Yeah, we had this as well.
And did you like that?
Yeah, it was nice. Yes, I like it. I like it. But
Yeah.
for me, the tacos were very different than what we have here in Europe.
Mhm.
I think outside of Mexico, it's different. Like the Turkish food outside of Turkey is different.
Mhm.
So the Mexican food is the same, I guess. So it was all delicious. Can't wait to be back and try other stuff that I have tried.
Yes, yes, yes. You need to try the tacos al pastor also. You need to
Tacos
try.
al pastor.
And tacos de bistec, tortas, tamales. You need to try it. Yeah, you can give me a holler when you come back, and yes, we can go and try all those stuff.
Sure, I'd love to. I'd love to.
And the other question, well, I think that you already answered that, but well, did you like Mexico?
I loved it. I loved it. Really good time.
The
I met
vibe.
very people, so I'm super happy.
Well, like Anja Snyder said, Mexico loves you, Alijan. Yeah,
Thank you.
that's what she
I
says.
love Mexico as well.
No, Mexico loves you, Alijan. And thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you again. I said a lot of thank yous, but yes, thank you so much for this space for the interview, and hopefully you will be seeing this in the electronic group, and I will send you the link. So
Mhm.
so yes, I will talk to Renee, who is actually she's in charge of the interviews in electronic group. So hopefully this interview will be transcribed and put it into the interview on the on an article on electronic group.
Very nice. Very nice. Thank you. Thank you very much. It's a pleasure.
No, it's a pleasure to meet you as well, Alijan. And well, we reached the end of the interview. Thank you so much, and we'll be seeing you soon, I hope.
Yes. Hope to see you soon, man. Let's keep in touch.
Yes. We're still in touch. So take care, Alijan. Have a great.
You too. Take care. Have
Have
a
a good
nice
night.
day.
Thank you.
Bye bye.
Bye bye.